Hello everyone, Rob and Steve here from Clovia Rocher. Today we're going to have a cookery day. We kind of got up with the idea that we'd fill the fridge, so to speak, as we do. We made a big pot of soup, which was going to last us the week, and getting dinner ready as well, making use of a few leftover olives that we'd been munching away partially on earlier on. And this is what we did. So Steve's busy stirring the soup. Unusual to see both of us cooking together because we are definitely too many cooks for the broth in the kitchen couple. However, today we've worked our way through it. The sharp knife in my hand is a little bit of a risk for Steve, but hey, you've got to live dangerously. At the moment, I'm kind of doing the tapenade, so that's our leftover bits of olives that we hadn't eaten, and you will see how we get on with a bit of that. And taking the stones out, popping them in the bowl, and we're going to make a little bit of olive oil, little garlic, a little bit of parmesan, and some capers, and that'll get whizzed up, and that's our tapenade. Steve's still stirring away, not something that he's normally kind of does a lot of, is it? No, that's your department. Well, I've been known to have a wooden spoon occasionally. So soup on the go. Oh, bit of lemon juice. Yeah, got to have a squeeze of lemon juice in your tapenade. Keeps it sharp. Getting a bit thirsty here. Well, eventually the bottle of wine does come out. Look, how many people does it take to open a jar of capers? 2. Yeah, but how can you cook on a vineyard and not have a glass of wine in your hand? Well, we did eventually. Just took a while until I thought, wine time. Nope, olive oil, that's going in. Checking out what you were doing as usual, sticking my head in the fridge. Rob, where's the wine? It's coming, it's coming. Some people put anchovies in their tapenade. We aren't fans, are we? Nah. Oh, too many fish and bones. So nice big spoon of Parmesan cheese gives that kind of salty texture that we like. Very good with the Moulinex Whizzer. We don't advertise products. Oh, don't we? Okay. Other brands are available. So that was me tapenade done. Pop it in a bowl. That'll go down nicely later. See how well I've trained him to be a tidy cook. Training, bullying. You beat me up if I'm not clean and tidy in the kitchen, don't you? Can't have an untidy kitchen. Drives me nuts. So Steve's getting his veggies out. Got a nice selection of veggies, haven't you? It has been said once or twice. What are you chopping now? So we've got a medley of fresh vegetables here. So some green and red peppers and yellow peppers, some courgettes, some aubergine or eggplant and zucchini for the American audience. There's mushrooms and onions also. Garlic. Garlic always. Can't live without garlic. To do a little tub of herbs and pepper and a little splash of red wine vinegar. So we're making a sort of ratatouille, our version. Always our version. Everything's kind of our version. It's often the way when you kind of think, oh, let's make so-and-so, and then we hit the cupboard and then you think, I'll do my version. So this is what this was. And you'll see that men can multitask as well as ladies. Oh, well, I can do what you tell me to do. Not sure whether it's classed as multitasking. Surprisingly adept with a knife. Fingers intact. It's all about the prepping. Not sure what the concerned conversation was there, but... Oh, that looked like a trip for wine. That's probably what the conversation was. Why haven't you got me a glass of wine? Either that or does my bum look big in this? My bum looks big in everything.
Oh, oh, look, oh, look at that eager look. Your head's going. Oh, where's the wine? Oh, I'm off again. Maybe find it in a minute. Takes a while to chop an aubergine, doesn't it? Oh, there he goes. Nice big chunky bits.
Never rush a good thing.
I still can't believe I haven't got the wine. Oh, little plum tomatoes. Ever so cute, those tomatoes. They're tasty as well. Hate to think what I'm going to do. Oh, you got your garlic out. See, we do garlic different. Steve's a chopper, I'm a crusher. But we'll leave and see. Can't all be the same. So there's a bit of red wine vinegar, a few herbs, little bowl. Pop it all in so it's all ready for him to pop together. As you say, you like to be organised and prepped, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Soup's cooking away in that saucepan, so we're utilising our time well. While the soup's cooking, we're preparing the next dish.
I'm trying to be the Johnny to his family, but it doesn't always work. I edited out all the bits where he hit me. You made me, didn't you? Why have you gone quiet?
I'm trying to think of a funny quote.
She was known for a few little malapropisms, wasn't she? Don't even go there.
I think Johnny's was the best. Nobody puts a hole in donuts like Fanny.
No.
Something like that.
No, it wasn't. It was today we're going to make donuts just like Fanny's. That's what the quote was.
Yeah, yeah. You are a little bit older than me, so you'll remember the quotes much better.
I went to school with her.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was an approved school.
Yeah, need to be. Oh, here we go. So the soup's nicely cooked, so it's getting blended down with the electrical device that you can buy in many stores.
You mean the Moulinet Squidger? It's almost antique, that one.
It is.
So he's got his little funnel, got the jars out. Whiz, whiz, go on, whiz, whiz. It's nearly ready. I can see the steam coming off it.
I'm not really telling him off there.
No, you probably were. You were probably saying, I'm still waiting for that wine. I didn't realise we actually got so far into the cooking before you actually were presented with a glass of wine.
So here we go. It's all blended down and we're starting to fill the jars out.
Oh, and there's the wine, right on cue. All right, yeah. Third cue.
Look at that. Lovely leek and potato soup.
When you're part of the farming fraternity, a winter lunch being a hearty bowl of soup, well seasoned, a little bit of a tang to it, you know, something.
It's warming at lunchtime, so you can go back out and work in the afternoon.
It fortifies one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's nothing like being fortified at lunchtime. And you can see I'm assisting well. You'd almost think we were a team. No need to sound so convinced.
Well, you do the difficult part, putting the lids on.
Oh, I do. Yeah. There's nothing. You need a strong wrist to tighten those jars up. I'm going to have to stop standing with my hand on the hip. I'm starting to worry about myself. Oh, more wine. People can probably tell that we filmed this and then we're sat here just watching it, talking about it. It's a bit of a strange thing to do, but it's what we do, isn't it?
No.
Oh, that's it. Oh, last one. Oh, nice. Hardly a blooming mouthful in that one, but never mind.
Waste not, want not.
As your mother used to say.
Money don't grow on trees.
No, oh, there we go. A couple of jars ready for the cupboard, and away we go. So, on to the ratatouille. Nice little gadget, this. You could call it a paella pan.
Electric paella pan.
It's an electric one, yes. It came as a very grateful gift many moons ago, actually.
From my mother.
Yes. And it's one of those things that's quite handy. You can pop it outside on a table and do a paella out in the sunshine, or in this case, we're going to make our ratatouille in it. So big gulp or dollop of olive oil, another big gulp of wine, then stuff starts to go in.
All about the prep.
Oh, here we go. So there's his veggies. There's the garlic. Got a few baby plum tomatoes, herbs, pepper, red wine vinegar in the little bowl. He likes to pop his onions in first, don't you?
Always. Don't rush the stages.
How did you get that bit of red in there? That wasn't very clever, was it? So you take it out. Wine, stir. It's in the recipe, isn't it? You can't nod your head. They can't see you nodding your head.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't, because you're on there and we're talking after. Anyway, so it can't be too far on before it's cooked, because we got some new potatoes and we popped them on, didn't we?
On the boil.
On the boil. Pop loads of this veggie. Give it a bit of a stir. Few more veggies. Bit of a stir. Few more veggies.
Food always looks more appealing when there's lots of colour.
And it's better for you, so they say. The more colours, the better the mix of vitamins.
So they say.
So they say.
Who's they?
I don't know.
Okay.
Some scientific lots.
We don't care anyway, as long as it tastes nice.
Well, yes. And we worry about the waistline after.
As you can tell.
So everything's going in the pan. Good stir. Loads of bits and bobs. I'm not sure what I was doing over there. Oh, I was doing the taters, wasn't I? I was popping the potatoes on. So
probably sneaking another glass of wine.
Probably. Nobody was looking. Oh, you're so
adept.
But yeah, your spoon action is something to be kind of looked at in awe, really.
It is.
No.
Another glass of wine for you.
Yeah, if I'd realised I'd have started a bottle before we started this recording, then I'd have probably been a bit happier by the time we get this far in.
There goes the herbs and red wine vinegar.
You could do the same thing with a tin of tomatoes, couldn't you, really, without the tomatoes? But we like to just do it this way. It's surprising the moisture that comes out of the vegetables when you're cooking. Never realised you stirred so much.
Pop the lid on. Cook on a low temperature for a while.
Yeah, have a 4th glass of wine.
Second for me.
No, it's not. I cut out when you were kind of necking it out the bottle. I didn't think it would look good if we showed it on camera.
I live with you. Is there any...
Say no more. That's what you're doing. Say no more. Okay. Oops. There we go. So it's steaming away nicely. And we were going to do some cod with it. So got a little bit of cod. And well, the idea was to pop the cod in with the vegetables and let it cook on the top. There's the tapenade I made earlier, for those that missed it. And there's the potatoes. And there's the fish. Obviously it went in, had a little bit of 15 minutes or so steaming, and it was all raring to go. And we violently boiled the potatoes. That's what it looked like.
Boiled.
Boiled. I know I say boiled, so I can't help it. So there they are. Because of the stock frame photography, it looks as if they're absolutely being boiled to death, but they were lightly boiled.
Drained. Drained and tossed in some butter, because we're in France and you have to use lots of butter.
So some fish, some ratatouille, new potatoes, and what's that word you say?